Hi everyone, welcome again to Chat with Olajumoke. Thanks for following the episodes of 10 things that I've learned in my 10 years of marriage, and I hope you have been learning one or two things just as much as I have been relearning also. Alright, so this episode we are going to be talking about lesson 7 and lesson 8. Right, so lesson 7 is that love is not enough. Yes, love is not enough. So I've come to discover that getting into marriage because you love that person is not enough to sustain that marriage. Yes, so you don't get into marriage only because of the way the person makes you feel, or only because if you have not called that person for a day, you are not okay, or because of the butterflies you feel, or because of the giz you're feeling right now. If you get into marriage all because of that, I'm sorry, that alone is not going to sustain your marriage. You need something else that is bigger, that is deeper, to help you sustain your marriage. Of course, the agape love is very important. That's the foundation of everything, right? The love that the Bible says, love your spouse just as Christ loved the church. Yes, but that's the foundation. But that is not enough, and that is why we've been talking about commitment. We cannot say that's enough. Commitment and sacrifice and all of those things is what keeps the marriage going. There are bad days. There are days where there are financial challenges. There are days where there are economical crises. There are days where life throws things at you. There are days where terrible things happen, and you're not going to find the love. You're not going to feel the way you were feeling maybe when you initially just started, and that is why you need something else to hold on to. Probably a word from God, or probably something. You need something. I don't know what works for A does not work for B, and so you need something else apart from love. So what am I saying in essence? Don't say because you love your spouse from the beginning, then that is enough to sustain your marriage. We have seen people that you know that these people actually loved each other. You would see it when you communicate with them. You see it in their photos. You see all of that. And at the end of the day, 2 years down the line, 1 year down the line, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, and they say that something happened. That is to say that love is not enough. There is more to marriage than love. And so you need to find that thing that you can hold on to, that when there are bad days, you can still say, yes, I am ready to go on with this person. Lesson number 8 is spice things up. Yes, spice things up. That's lesson number 8. So I was saying, I think in the last episode, that marriage is work. So you cannot just say I am married and then just cross your arm and not do anything. No. For your marriage to work, you need to spice things up. So there are days where you people are going to be so busy that you don't have time for each other, because you need to take care of bills, you need to sustain things, and you're so busy. And sometimes if you're not careful enough, you discover that you guys are just living as roommates or housemates, or you guys are just rearing children together. You're just taking care of children. Sometimes you discover that the communication that you have is just about the children. You guys are not there. You're not in that place. And that's why we say spice things up. So you need to be intentional about making your marriage work. You need to be intentional about staying in love with that person. Yes, you need to work on it. You need everything that you can to stay in love with that person. So date nights, as much as you can. It doesn't have to be every day, because yes, we are busy. It could be once in a month if you can. Movie night, that works for my family a lot. So when it's in the evening, the children goes to sleep, we have a day where we watch movies together and we gist and we talk and laugh and all of that. Yes, then intentionally talk. How was your day? How has your day been? How was, so, when you're talking about how your day being, something pops up, something pops up, and all of that. Intentionally spice things up. Don't just sit down with, I am married, I am Mrs. A, or I have a wife at home, I have children at home, and then you feel like that is enough. No. You need to intentionally spice things up. Create vacation time for yourself. Create time that is just you and your spouse alone. Let the children go be somewhere. They are going to be fine. No, 2 nights out or something is not going to kill them, right? So intentionally spice things up. Then for the wife, change some things. You can move some furniture around. You can change the way something was before so that, the house is different. Just make sure that you're spicing things up anyhow you can. You can Google, you can talk to people on how you can spice your marriage up. Again, don't just say I am married and then don't put any work or effort. Nothing works if you don't put an effort. Nothing works if you don't put the work into it. And so those are lesson 7 and lesson 8. Love is not enough. And number 8, spice things up. I hope you have learned something on this episode as well. Thanks for always being a part of Chatting with Olajumoke. It's like, see you again next time. Don't forget to keeping it real.